What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys, with the nation, for another video. And today, man, I got myself another quick video. Some news, some updates on what's going on within the nation and what's going on outside of the nation with a free agent player that we really want. So, Raider Nation, let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with the Tyran Matthieu news. Then I will go over to another player that the Raiders have decided to host for a top 30 visit. This time it's on the defensive side of the ball. So let's get straight to it, man. Now, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, you got Tyran Matthieu, and it says no deal. No deal. And that's exactly what he left with after being in New Orleans for 4 days. So Tyran Matthieu had first, his original plan was to go to New Orleans to visit with LSU and do some things there with his school. Obviously, he went to LSU. I believe he's from New Orleans. I could be mistaken, but that's definitely where he went to school. So he was there. He was talking to their team. And what happened once he was in New Orleans was he then decided to take a formal visit with the New Orleans Saints. As we all know, the New Orleans Saints, they kind of have a void at that safety positions due to the fact that Malcolm Jenkins retired. I understand they have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and I believe they also signed Marcus May in free agency. So some would say that there isn't a true need for a safety there. But as we all know, as fans, Tyran Matthieu is more than a safety, right? He's a playmaker. So any team can use a playmaker. So like I said, he went there, he met, it was a formal visit, he spoke with their staff, and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, it did end with him leaving with no deal. Now, to further on to that, today, it was reported actually from Tyran Matthieu's own camp, I believe it was his agent, that they are actually in no rush in getting a deal done, right? Some may think that possibly Tyran Matthieu thought he was going to have a bigger market. For those of you guys before that were watching my channel before free agency, I always thought that he was going to have a bigger market regardless. I thought that he was going to have a huge market, honestly. And honestly, I thought he would have been signed already. But his camp has now reported today that they are in no rush to get a deal done. So, Raider Nation, we know that we have a lot of money coming into play post-June. I know Tyran Matthieu probably won't be there all the way until June, but what I will say is that after the draft, the Raiders can really start trying to mix and match some deals and some money, and possibly bring in the Tyran Matthieu, right? We have almost $20 million to work with, and that's without extensions, right? It is without extensions. Obviously, we have a big name in Derek Carr, our franchise quarterback. In my opinion, he is still up for an extension, right? So there are some things that need to be done, but the news of the day, right? Tyran Matthieu, he leaves New Orleans without a deal. His camp today reports that they are in no rush to get a deal done. Interesting enough, right? Very interesting. And on top of that, he has had some not significant, but he has had interest from four teams so far. The Raiders, the Colts, the Saints, and even now the Eagles have jumped into that conversation. So who knows? If you guys are still with me at this point in the video, let me know. Tyran Matthieu or Stephon Gilmore, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below on that one. But now let's get into the other news of the Raiders bringing in defensive back, cornerback out of Hawaii, Cortez Davis, for a top 30 visit. As you guys all know, yesterday, I put up a video on talking about the three guys, Danny Gray, Eric Ezukanma, and James Mitchell. We talked about all those guys yesterday, so if you didn't check those guys out and you want to learn a little bit about three guys that we brought in for a top 30 visit yesterday, go check out yesterday's video and tell me what you think. But the Raiders hosted cornerback out of Hawaii today, or they're scheduling to host him for a top 30 visit. Let me tell you a little bit about him. Dave is 21 years old, so pretty damn young. He's 5'11", 190 pounds, appeared in 34 career games for Hawaii, counting 131 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, and even a TD with 3 forced fumbles. In 2021, he led all players in D1, FBS, or FCS, as well as he was second in all college football behind a D2 defensive back, Cornelius Booker. And listen, you guys, Davis Cortez right now is not a guy that's like, oh my God, we got to go get him in the 3rd round. We got to get him in the 4th round. No, this is a guy that he'll probably be a very late draft pick. Some are saying 7th round pick. Personally, with him not going to the biggest of schools, I honestly think that you may be able to get him undrafted, right? With a lot of DBs, I feel like a lot of DBs will end up going higher than some would expect. So for the Raiders to hold a visit with him is very interesting for sure. But at the end of the day, one of the bigger names that I remember going undrafted that I thought was kind of a lock to go in the 4th or 5th round was our Darius Washington just last year, right? Our Darius Washington was that duo with Trayvon Merrick in TCU, and I thought he'd get drafted, but he didn't, and it's a surprise, right? So sometimes these defensive backs, these players in general, just don't get drafted for whatever reason. Cortez Davis, the Raiders have scheduled to meet with him as a top 30 visit. Let me know what you guys think on Cortez Davis. Do you guys know him? Do you guys like him? What are you guys thinking about bringing in these defense backs, right? Yesterday, we brought in 3 pass catchers for visits, right? We brought in 2 wide receivers and Danny Gray and Eric Ezukama, and we brought in a tight end. Today, we're scheduling a visit with a defensive back. I'm here for it, right? I'm here for it. I definitely like to see maybe 1 or 2 more players get added onto the defensive back group, specifically safety, draft or not, specifically safety. I'd like to see that. But Red Nation, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. What are your guys' thoughts on Tyran Matthieu? Do you think that he may be pricing himself out of a contract right now? Or do you really think that he just wants to wait until teams, they get their draft picks and he really wants to know which team still has a pressing need at that safety position on their roster? But like I said, Red Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. We are extremely close to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're new and you like Raider content, you like Raider news, hit that sub button, hit that like button, comment in the comment section down below, Raider Nation. I love y'all. Take care. Stay safe. And I am out, y'all. Peace.